back to the FM Playoffs YouTube channel. I'm the Cam, and today I'm joined by SiMaggio. Si, how you doing?
I'm good, Cam. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Of course, you were part of the poll, which FMStinger won, but you still got in as the reigning champion. Denham unfortunately had to pull out due to coaching commitments. So how does it feel to take part in the playoffs?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, you say you won the poll. I think I've got like, what is it, 1,000 votes or something? You know, I made a mistake the first time. I paid the bots and I accidentally put it on Bertie instead of myself. But you know, there we go. We fixed that quite quickly. And then no, well done to Stinger on getting through on the poll. He kept jumping ahead of us in that poll. And it's good to see him. And I did say beforehand I'd feel guilty if because all I was going to do if I got in ahead of him, I was going to be watching his tactics videos over on YouTube all week just to prep myself for this, because the guy produces some good stuff. But yeah, although I've heard he's not too good at drafts, so maybe it's maybe I shouldn't be looking to him.
Of course, we mentioned that you're replacing the champion Denham. Does that add extra pressure to you?
A little bit, but you know, I mean, I got to come in. I got to do the best I can. I think, you know, I listened to him. He said he's keeping it warm for him. You know, sometimes, you know, I've played a lot of draft mode, and you know what can happen. It's like sometimes you get a bit lucky. He got unlucky with the Haaland in the last FM playoffs, out for the whole of the group stages, and you know, sometimes other players get unlucky. I think Mao is a bit bitter about some things, and particularly in a knockout competition like that, one little mistake in the engine or something, your tournament's over. That's it. It's done. So you know, he's coming in saying he's going to come back and win his title, but you know, there might be some new champions on the throne by then. There will be a new champion.
Well, yeah, there will be. Because I mean, unless Denham somehow finds a way back in,
yeah,
there'll be a new champion.
He jumps in. It's not the Royal Rumble. He's not going to show up in the final. Just come in and clothesline someone.
Of course, for the last you've been doing weekly drafts. Do you think that will help you with the actual kind of process of the drafting, then moving into the actual competition?
Yeah, like I've been struggling. I mean, I do them every week, but I've been struggling with them for a little bit because I don't know. Something's just not been clicking for me. Like when I first started doing them about a year ago, or less than a year, like last summer, I won loads of them. I was winning every other week. I was feeling a bit guilty about the people coming and taking part because I kept winning them, and then it just dropped off. You know, I've taken part in a couple other tournaments as well, and every time I've just bottled it. So, and this is what I'm on about when I say, you know, you never know what the game's going to throw at you. I've watched stupid mistakes. I thought the best defenders in the game and the best goalkeeper in the game, and somehow they do a back pass and miss the ball and it rolls into the net. You know, it's football at the end of the day. This can happen in football, and it can happen in Football Manager. But yeah, like certainly in the drafting phase, I've got good knowledge of the bargains. I've got good knowledge of the freebies. I've done enough drafts to be not on the know who to look out for. I've seen who other people have been picking plenty of times. You know, I've been like, oh, I've never spotted that person before. Take a little note, remember that. Stick it in the bank and save it for stick it in the bag and save it for later. And then, you know, you can grab them next time. And I wonder if some of the people who've not done the draft so much, like they don't remember players, or they don't think, you know, oh, this is a real bargain who's down at 900k, and you can make some real savings there and put more money somewhere else in your team. So I think that in that area it's going to help me. I don't know about the tactics and the PvP, because that's a wild horse. People can say all they like, it can't be tamed.
Of course, this past Monday you were announced taking Denham's place, and later on in your stream that night, you done a tier list of all the competitors, but seemed to rattle a few of them. So
we did. They all showed up as I was midway doing it. So or quite a few of them showed up midway doing it. But you know, everyone wanted to be announced as the winner. Looney wanted to be, you know, Looney thinks he's won it already. You know, on the counter. Actually, I think on the counter was happy with his knockouts place. I mean, I guess anyone would be. You know, you get invited back next time. Yeah. Why not? That's I think Stinger said earlier, right? That's what you want to do to get invited back. That's the base goal. Anything beyond that is an improvement. But you know, only one of these guys can win it. Maybe me, maybe someone else. But you know, that's everyone else can be left with egg on their face if they big themselves up too much.
You kind of touched on it there. The course, if you do make it to the knockouts, you do get that invite back. Is that just your main aim right now, or do you want to go further and potentially win the whole thing?
Of course you want to win, but
no.
I think, getting through the group stages, showing that you like for me, it's like a mental thing right now. I want to know that I sort of know what I'm doing with the FM PvP because I've been on a roller coaster ride with it this year, and like even in some of the other stuff, I think I lost a game to you in a PvP one where I was
only PvP one in about a year, so
yeah. So it's been a. I think I'm on a good path with it now. So that's what I want to confirm. And that I think that, getting out the group stages will do that. Knockout, like I say, knockouts, anything can happen. So if I put in a good performance, don't get smashed 9-0, then that would be a good result.
Well, you mentioned, I spoke about it, but you're doing quite a bit of PvP, of course, with the your own drafts and also the FMPL. But apart from that, what have you been doing this Football Manager?
I've got a Palermo save on the go, which we haven't got. I think we're in season 6 now. So Palermo's a city that I used to live in and I know quite well, and a bit like my own club. I mean, my own club never had to become a Phoenix club, very luckily. But if anyone knows Italian football, quite a few clubs went bankrupt, shoved down to Serie D, and they've had to make their way back up. So this was Palermo 2 seasons ago. Right now they're in Serie C. You can't play Serie D in the game unless you get an extended database. But they went up last season. And they've got like a 35,000 seater stadium, and they're playing in the third tier, but it's split, it's pyramid in Italy, so they're like the 60th or 80th team down in the pyramid. When 10 years ago I was watching them play in the Europa League, in the stadium there in Palermo. So yeah, we're going good. I mean, I've gotten back to Serie A, and we're looking. I'm hoping I get a Europe place this year, but I mean they don't want to reinvest money in the team. So what can you do? Yeah, I'm stuck in FM purgatory with that save at the minute.
Of course, you are interested in checking that save out, or besides Twitter, links that'll be in the description. Same with everyone else. Do you have any final comments ahead of the playoffs?
Do I have any final comments? You haven't asked me who I'd like to face. I don't know who I'd want. I was thinking about it.
Talk about that as well.
Yeah. I was thinking about it. I would like to face Leemo, because Leemo was someone who helped, not like a rivalry or anything. Leemo is someone who helped me out a lot when I first started. I think either him or Bearded Twig gave me my first raid. Between the two of them, they probably gave me my first 10 raids. So when I started last summer, so it'd be nice to go in on Leemo's play against Leemo. Also, because I think he's planning on using Kane as midfielder, so that should be an easy win if he's going to do that. So that would be good. And I'd like to face Mal, but he didn't get in, so
yeah, he's still better about that one.
Yeah. Maybe this is why I got to stay in the group stages, because eventually I've got to play Mal. I've beaten him at everything else. I've got to beat him at FM.
Yeah. Anyone else you want to face, or is that all?
Let me. I think Stinger would be the other one. He's quite. I've been watching his YouTube videos, and I want to. I've not caught many of his streams because he's only just made the jump over to Twitch, on a more permanent basis. So it'd be good to see what he can come up with in the PvP, how his tactics test out. So I think that would be the other one.
Yeah, well, of course, if you do want to take part in future tournaments, do fill out the form. That's where the three names in the poll were picked from. Stinger, Bertie, and Sai all picked out from the poll, the form, for the poll. Of course, we might get back to you next tournament, might get back to you in a future tournament. Could be a year's time, could be 6 months. I don't know.
Yeah, just stick it in. You never know, do you? You never know. Like Denholm last time, he'd only been going a few months. Yeah. There's people of all shapes and sizes here. So, on Twitch, I mean.
Yeah. But of course, we'll be back tomorrow for the final 2 interviews, which will be with On The Counter and Wolfie. So we've got that to look forward to. But until then, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Cheers, Camp.